So welcome back to another video. In this video we're going to sort out something that I've not been that happy about since I've fitted it. A couple of bits from the same manufacturer that I wasn't that impressed with, so I'm going to be changing those. So we're going to be doing that. So let's show you what we've got so far. So I've just literally just pulled up at the workshop, so let's have a look to see what we have. So we've got some goodies in here, and let's see what we've got in the workshop. I have already made a start on what I want to do already. This is the right key for the workshop. Please tell me I didn't bring it. Oh, there we go, sorted. Right, we are in. Just a bit of light in there, hey? There we go. You can see the car's already got some bits off already. It's probably better to go around the other way. Right, let's go this way. So we'll be putting that on. Got all new pipework, reducers and stuff like that. So I've already whipped off the front bumper. The plan is to literally replace everything from the turbo. So here, so including the silicone pipe there, I'm going to replace that. This hose. These are the only bits that are going to be staying, is these hard pipes. The gravity intercooler's coming off. That's staying. That's changing. That's changing. So literally the whole from the turbo to the inlet system's all going to be brand new, apart from those two hard pipes. So I did come here the other day and whip this front bumper off. If you don't know how to whip a front bumper off, you can see it. When I done the original, when I fitted this intercooler, when I fitted the gravity intercooler, I put a link up here to that so you can see how the bumper comes off, how you take that out. The toyosports is also known as a welly cooler. It's bar and plate, whereas this is tube and fin, which hasn't really got much fin. It is basically just tube and a couple of dividers. I'd say it's tube and divider. So yeah, so I've got to make some brackets up for it, so I have bought some metal to do that. My plan at the moment is I'm going to try and use these fixings here. I'm going to actually try and still use this fixing down here as well, so I've got to work out a way of making a bracket to do that, so we'll do that as well, and it should be all good. So first things first, carry on whipping off this system, and I think it is basically getting the cooler into place. I mean, once we've got the cooler in place and the brackets all done and all that sort of jazz, we can then do the pipe work, which will probably just be cutting like silicone pipes down. I think this will be fine because that's brought for that. That one's fine because it's brought for that. New one of these has been brought for that. I went for the forged one because it has a dent, unlike the gravity one that I had before. Same with that. That should just hopefully just be fit. And the one back there should just be a fit. But that will probably have to trim down because I did buy a length for that. So trim some of that down. Got all new Jubilee clips as well. So I'm going to continue whipping off this one, and right, yeah, that's it. Let's whip this one off and then have to get the other one up and start mocking up some brackets. That's the old one out while we're replacing it. Not much cooling there. And this is the new intercooler that is going in. There's a lot of things. I think that's 2.5 inch. That's 3 inch. But even look at the size of the inlets and the outlets. it's a lot bigger and it's a lot better core. So we've got this bracket which is going to go onto these two bits on the end there. It's got a hole in the middle there which is going to line up with that there. So then we've just got to do the top brackets. So I've managed to make some brackets now. So obviously we've got the bottom one on that bar, and then it's going to bolt in to the existing bit down here, and that will go onto that bar. So for the top, I have made these brackets here. So that's the left side, that's the right side. So they will go in there like that, and then the same for the other side. That will bolt into there. That will go into there. So that is how we are going to bolt our intercooler in. And once we've done that, then we can start working out the pipe work to see whether that's going to work out. Because we are going from a 3" to a 2.5", or was it 76mm down to a 63, and start replacing all those other bits. But first thing was getting this intercooler in place. So let's get that bolted in. So that is the intercooler all fixed in place. Like that. So now we need to start with the pipe work. Getting something from here onto here. Let's get that on, and then we'll do the other side. So having that like that, I've put that guard in there, so it just shows me how much I can move that back by. I think that side we're not going to have to do any trimming. That should just go straight on. So I think I'll find the Jubilee clips for that, and then we'll put that one straight on. As you can see, this is bar on plate. It's a much better core. So that's that side on. Just got to do that clip up there, but we're going to be replacing this hose as well. It goes up here and into here, and we're going to be changing this as well, and the one back there. So we're just concentrating on getting these ones on and lining these up. So let's do the other side now. Right, so that looks like it goes into that absolutely fine. So I noticed when I was fitting the gravity kit that I had this big sort of overhang here. It was almost like that was too small. So I have brought another hose for that. So let's whip that on. Nice new one. So the standard pipe weight is 63mm. We're getting there. So let's got to do this one up now. I think the next thing to do now is remove this pipe, this charge pipe, and that pipe back there. So let's whip this cover off, let's whip this out, let's just give ourselves some maximum space. That's that one off. We'll be replacing that. And that's that thing out of the way, because we've got a nice new forge one going on. We need to remove these as well, because we've got new ones of these as well. I'm probably going to get that out of the way because that is in the way. So it's all going to be a little bit messy here. So that one's all off now. Ready for the turbo one. The turbo elbow is on. I think it's time to get the charge pipe on, and then we can see exactly where we need to position that. So this is our forge charge pipe, and it's different to the gravity one. See, this one's actually got a dent in it for the cam cover, so it should hopefully fit a lot better. We're getting there. So that's sort of semi on now. Onto the new hard pipe. So let's find that one, and we get that clamped down, get the rest of those on, change those two over. Happy days.
A few moments later.
So that's that pipe on. This pipe, just got to put a clip round that one, do those up, then it's that all done. So we are getting there. So these pipes are nearly all done now. Just got to tighten these two up, and that's all that side, and we're just left with this one pipe to do. And once we've done that,
we can start it up and see if we've got any boost leaks to start with, see if there's any visual sort of leaks we can see. Yeah, we'll go from there. So now it's just this one to change.
That looks like fun.
Now this hose here is an absolute pain to get out. It'd probably be easier if I took all the battery and stuff out, but I really don't want to. So I've taken all the battery tray out to get this hose on here. I've had to cut it down because it was too long. And now this does not fit over this at the moment. It's going to have to go on. It's just a bit of a pain getting it on over that. So things don't always go smoothly. To be fair, fitting the intercooler was the easiest bit, is making those brackets, because at least I can make things as I went along. So I'm just going to go around and just check the clamps to make sure they're all done up tight. Right, so all the clamps are tight now. So I think it's time to start putting this car back together. Or should we just do a quick cheeky start up, just to make sure everything's okay? Let's do that. So it started okay, I gave it a few revs. It seems to have a little bit of a flutter through the airbox, so it's obviously getting boost, it's holding boost, so that's got to be a good thing. I'm not really going to know until we get it out on the road, so I need to start putting all this back together and make it look like a car again. So it's all starting to look back like a TT again. I did have to get a little bit creative with the front bumper. So where it's a bit bigger, everything came out a little bit further. So I do these little cuts, and I put this bit of rubber in here just to stop that from getting cut on any sharp edges. And I'd sort of done a similar sort of thing on this side. Doesn't look too bad, but we will be putting a V6 bumper on it at some point, but that will do for now. So I just need to really paint this black, and then it will look quite cool. Take it out for a drive and see what happens. The car did feel a lot smoother as the power came in. It could just be in my head, but I think it did feel a little bit smoother. So I would say that has been a total success so far. All boost pipes are staying on. So stay tuned for the next video, and thanks for watching.